Welcome back to the Manor. Julian McBain here, and today I'm bringing you Virtuverse. Virtuverse is currently in... Okay, come on, unlock my movement again. Thank you. Virtuverse is currently in its third early access iteration. It is most definitely an alpha. They haven't added hardly any of the quest content or anything like that. They've got some minor quests, but nothing huge. They've got the whole tutorial section, and then they've got like 2 or 3 other quests that you can follow up on. This is downloadable from Discord. You want to go to virtuverse.io, register, take the Discord invite, and then you'll be able to download the game. And currently it's in early access from April 10th through April 18th. I have been pretty much in it since I got home on Friday, and it is just amazing. So this game is being played in Unreal Engine 4, and it's a... oh crap, I'm surprised I survived that. And it's a sci-fi, semi-fantasy, or quasi-fantasy game. You're going to see a lot of allegory with Entropia Universe here, which is unsurprising because, like EU, this is going to have a real cash economy. I'm not sure I want to mess with that, because that is big. Sure, you know what? She's been hurt. So, as you can see, there's some definite allegories. It's going to have a real cash economy. The unit of measure in this game, or the unit of money in this game, is the aurum, which actually was a Roman unit of money. But as you can see, there are some definite differences. Combat is far more dynamic. You can dodge. And all the loot is shared. Bobor. So, what have I'm here to kind of give a first impressions of it. I would love for you all to give it a shot. I think this game is definitely going to be worthwhile. You can see how the limits of the graphics engine in the alpha state are. Those don't actually hover. They do connect with the ground. But I just wanted to give kind of a first impressions, go through the good things I've seen, some of the vexing things I've run into, and what I hope to see in the future. Because I do think that there's a huge amount of potential here. There's an enormous amount of potential here. And I think that the development team is on top of utilizing that potential. And I also think the development team is very receptive to player input. So their Discord is extremely active. Extremely active. And the devs themselves, including the founder of the development team, are all... will all talk with you. They're happy to talk with you. In fact, I think the only development team that comes as close to this one in EU is Monria. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Cyrene team is engaged, but it's hard to hold a candle to Monria in EU. And this team, at the very least, matches that. And I'm not throwing shade at either Monria or Cyrene or Mindark for that matter. I'm just... It's a matter of fact that the number of hours that they spend on there engaging with people. So the real cash economy in this game, according to the dev team currently, they're planning on $1 equaling 1,000 aurum. And the prices on weapons, like this sword, costs 50 Aurum. So for just $1, I could be fighting for a long time. Keep in mind the durability of this sword. That would probably help if I could hit my target. The durability in this sword is not great. I have probably been through 8 of them today. Oof. But you kind of expect that for starter weapons. And considering the cost in real-life money in this real cash economy game, would be something on the order of, well, a nickel, as opposed to the $1.50 you pay for the... Oh, see, that's something else that happens a lot. So we'll just finish him off with this. And of course, I made sure to take all the weapons. It's a play test, so I want to test all the weapons. The one I haven't actually tested is the pistol, so we'll do that next. Oh. Really? This is also something that's an issue. The hitboxes are not as large as they should be. So as you can see, this is definitely an alpha. It has its issues. But overall, the gameplay is extremely enjoyable. And the grind is very similar to Entropia. Actually, you know what? I'm better with this. Sniper rifle for the win. Sniper rifle is more powerful, has better range, but of course is a lot slower. So 4 basic weapons you just saw in that combat. You've got the sword, which is currently broken, so I actually need to go into my inventory. The method of adding things to your hotbar is a bit cumbersome currently, because you have to go add hotbar, select, and hit confirm. Now, supposedly you can drag and drop, but I have yet to figure out how to use the drag and drop. Like, I'm not dragging shit out of here. So that's something that's bound to happen. Little things like that. I'm sure that's something they'll resolve as they go through and figure things out. Again, it's vexing, not game breaking. And from what I understand, this is the 3rd early access alpha, the public alpha, and they've done a lot of work on it since then. As you can see, it also tends to target what it wants, as opposed to what you're pointed at. And that can be a problem. And it may sound like I'm ragging on the game. I'm not. I have been in this game almost all day. So the space they've given you is dizzying. This is a 4-kilometer square zone. So this is one of those times when I wish I could target what I wanted to target. That thing only had like half a hit point left. It also has a sprint function, which does not allow you to strafe when you're using it, which makes sense, because I've never seen anyone successfully strafe at a run. Whoops. Now these mobs here are really basic starter mobs. So let's go find a tougher mob that I was fighting earlier. While we're there, I'm also heading there. I'm going to show you the mining tool. Now this is obviously inspired from Entropia Universe. At least the interfaces to a certain extent. I'm not saying that they stole it or anything like that, because I don't believe they did. I think the radar is a lot more functional. I think that the layout, I think it's a lot... it's a lot better utilized. But to say there wasn't some cross-pollination, I think would be incorrect. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, if it's not broke, why fix it? Right? It's not like MindArc has a patent on a certain graphical layout. In fact, I'm willing to bet it's similar in EVE Online. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been wrong before and I've never played EVE, but if I had to venture a guess, it's probably very similar. So the screen name of the guy who runs this is called Finn. And Finn and his team have done a phenomenal job with this. First off, I want to commend their utilization of the Unreal Engine in creating this game. The visuals here are stunning. And they create an absolute sense of wonder as you explore the world. And they give you the space to explore the world organically. As you can see, there is plenty of room to roam where you're not completely inundated with mobs. And this is something that I think a lot of games lack. And I know part of it's because they're in early access. They don't want to stress the server yet. They're trying to make sure that there's a definitive distance between mob types so you can get used to things. But I almost wish they'd keep it that way, because it really helps to encourage the exploration. And the space they've given us to explore just in early access is enormous. It's 16 square kilometers. And Unreal Engine has accurate to scale distancing. So it's 16 actual kilometers. So we're going to take on a bigger mob, and then I'm going to show you a cave that I found. I'm sure there are more around. I didn't notice that before, though. That's interesting, but you can see the cave below it. Here, let's pull out the sniper rifle and zoom in. So, actually, you know what? We can see the cave. We'll just run to it. This cave is important to a quest, so remember its location. Not that it'll help you, because they don't have a mini-map. And I don't know that they're planning on implementing one. That might be actually part of the feel for the game, is that there's no mini-map. Currently, there are no quest markers either. That is something they have promised to change. I think enough people, you know, when I mentioned, hey, you know, is there a way to bring up a quest marker? They're like, no, that was an accident, and we're going to fix it. But, like, there's... And I found another cave, too, way the hell up the line for a different quest. But just look at this. It's well rendered. It brings you into this other stunning area that is way too reminiscent of Crimson Thicket and WoW. This place creeps me the fuck out. If they had, I mean, these giant flowers that are almost like clover, they give off these spores, and we got these bugs that are way too reminiscent of the wasps in Draenor. This place creeps me. This is, if they said that this was inspired by Crimson Thicket on Draenor and WoW, I'd be like, yep, I totally get that, and I am way the fuck out of here. And this is actually, if you look around, I'm pretty sure this is a caldera. This is a volcanic caldera, which makes it just that much more tense. They did a great job with atmosphere. Now I want to remember what the hell those damned wasps were called. Because I'll be damned if I can remember, and I got one as a mount. Because I thought they were cool. Actually, I thought they were cool, and my lady got me the mount. I didn't buy the mount. She got me the mount. I am totally going to give her credit for that, because she deserves it. Okay, I want to show off the Titans, because they're pretty cool looking. So you got to see the bugs. You got to see the canines, which aren't as bad as the canines in Borderlands, but you can see it from there. The skags. I'm pretty sure the Titans hang... There they are. Titans like to hang out down here. Let's see if we can mess with a Goliath Titan and survive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a bad sign. That's definitely a bad sign. Run. I don't even know if these guys tether. Jesus. Oh, this is bad. This is very, very bad. I've made a huge mistake. Oh, that was a good crit. This is something that I do like about the game, is I can do running battles like this. That was a bad hit. Oh, look, I can harvest that. When I'm not being chased by a frickin' Titan. Holy shit. If we survive this, I'm going to be shocked. I'm pretty sure he's going to one-hit kill me at one point. He's slower than us, though, so maybe we can just keep kiting him. So you'd never be able to do this in EU. Wouldn't be able to do it in WoW, to be honest, either. Oh, boy. Come on. I don't know if he'll slow them down. Getting a lot of critical hits, though. That's good. Come on, do the red circle thing again. I am so lucky I'm still alive. Might run out of ammo before this is done. Kind of kite him for a while. Hey, there's a lake here. That's good to know. So that where you see him slow back, that's called a flinch mechanic. And that is a deliberate mechanic. And it can happen to players too. So you can use it to your advantage, and mobs can use it. Ah, crap, I missed. That time I really missed. I didn't even... That didn't even come down to RNG. I just flat out missed him. Holy shit. For the record, this wasn't planned. I had no clue how many hit points this damn thing had. God, I hope I don't run out of ammo before we kill him. Oh, good. Come on. Oh, boy. This is what they call a running battle. I'm glad I got this on video. I don't think anyone would ever believe me if I win this. Oh boy. Keep running. We got 90 shots left. I can't guarantee I've got enough ammo to defeat him. Earlier today, I got into a fight with Mama Titan or Mama Goliath, whatever it was called, and I have 100 hit points. She did 11. She did a 111 damage to me, and that's after armor mitigation. It's like, yeah, I can't compete with that. I mean, she was a boss. It was supposed to be a team fight. It just happened to be I showed up The last I showed up late because I didn't see the marker to come fight her, and it was just me and one other guy, and he died. I'm pretty sure there were other players in the area. Damn. Thank God. This is nuts. It's like, follow me, Stony. The irony of this road is they have stated they do not plan on bringing vehicles into this game anytime. There's no plan for vehicles. Does that say they'll never bring vehicles in? No. I'm sure they'll bring some sort of faster transportation, and this place is too large not to have some sort of amount. I mean, 16 square kilometers, and I know this isn't the total. I don't think, well, no, I don't know for a fact, but I don't think this will be the end of it. They've got too much of a good thing going here. I cannot believe this is actually working. This never would work in any other MMO. Hands down, this is very unique to this game. It might work in WoW, but not for a solo. Because I don't think you'd be able to, well, hunters could do it. So yeah, this is something you could do in WoW. At least for the most part. You sure as hell couldn't do this in EU. So I'd have to say this game is a pretty good mix of the two. I hope this is interesting. Me just running away, turning, taking a pot shot, running away. Miss. Jesus, we're down to 63 shots. I have a better respect for sniper rifles. If I was using the combat rifle, this wouldn't work, because you wouldn't be flinching. That's part of the reason I think this is working, is every time we take a shot just about, the sniper rifle causes flinching. That gives us the time to turn around and run away again. Oh, this is tense, man. This guy is still running after me. This is like a boss fight. And I'm getting skills this whole way. This is the type of thing I used to do in WoW. I deliberately go in and fight things that are at the limit of my ability to take. Now I know I can't tow it with this guy. I would love to tow it with this guy. I do not have it. I do not have the ability to tow it with this guy. But I can kite him. And there's a certain level of skill that comes with being able to fight a battle like this. It's all timing and judgment. And I'm not saying I'm an expert at it. I never played a hunter really in WoW. That wasn't my jam. Actually, my lady would be better at this particular type of battle than I would. God, we're almost there. Come on. Lead him back up the road. We have 40 shots left. I think we can do this. The downside to this is, you know that he's been healing. Come on. Miss. Ah. It's like dealing with the evade mechanic. We've used more than 100 shots on this guy. Holy shit. Come on. Come on. Ah, it would miss. Oh my god, he's got no hit points. Come on. We got him. Oh my god, we got him. Look at all that loot. 2,826 thick hide. Holy shit. And you know that loot is designed to be split amongst like a whole bunch of players. And we just kited him around the place. Oh, and you can take your weapons out. Whoops, come on. So, now that we have managed to fight what is essentially a boss fight without even realizing that's what we were getting ourselves into, we're going to head back to what they call the VOC, which is the fortress that we started at. I believe, were we there when I started the video? I think we were there when I started the video. That place over there. Over yonder. And I'm going to show you the terminals, which are very similar to Entropia. And I'm going to say I'm seriously going to encourage everyone, whether you play real cash economy games or not, to give this game a try. If you're seeing this video between the dates of April 12th when it comes out and April 18th when the open alpha ends, do yourself a favor and give it a shot. Spend an hour. The real cash economy aspect has not been activated yet, so they just give you 10,000 Aurum to play with. That, of course, will all go away once the alpha is over. They're going to reset the money. They're going to reset all of that, but they do give you things with which to test it, and there's no actual money involved right now. So it gives you a chance to really experience the game as they're developing it. They do have a Patreon, which, if you are the type to back something like this, I would encourage it. There's a solid chance I'm going to be contributing because I love what this represents. I like what they're doing. I like how their team works. And so I think it's worthwhile. There is a level in their Patreon which will allow you to access backer-only playtests in between the public playtests. And the one previous to this, the public one, was like 4 or 5 months ago. So there is some significant lead time. Now, they're already working on the next one. I think that their development cycle is speeding up, which is good. That keeps the public engaged. But let's put it this way. I jumped in last night and I played until we crashed the servers. Like, no joke, we the players crashed the servers. We crashed the fucking servers. We were so excited to play, we overstressed the servers. And they had to get a couple of their guys to fix it. their server guys to fix it. That's how excited we were, and it's that good. So this is their, I don't know what the official term for it is. This is their vendor. It's basically a TT. You can get all your weapons. You can get energy cells, which you already are definitely going to need to get a hold of. Buy another 100 Aurum worth. Look at that. 10 cents. That'll be 10 cents. $100 Aurum, 10 cents. I've gone through like 10 of these at a nickel a piece. Obviously, the real cash economy aspect is not active yet, but when it does activate, these are the crafting machines, the construction machines. And it does work very similar. You choose a recipe book. You choose the recipe you're going to use, like refined iron. You decide how much you're going to create. And it just auto crafts. Which, the fact that they're building this in from day one is huge. And I've been doing hunting all this time. Another thing that this game has is missives. So once you're done all your quests for the day or whatever, they're basically like world quests or dailies where you come in and you can choose a quest to do. Like Big Game Hunter, you have to kill 15 canines. And you get a relevant skill. And the missive difficulty, like this one's insufferable, which means it's like piss easy. They've got tougher ones in here, ones that I haven't figured out. When they implement quest markers, the exploration ones I think will be a lot less difficult, because right now we kind of have to bumble around, and it's something that they admit it was short-sighted, which, you know, those things happen. That's the purpose of these playtests. I'm not throwing shade. That's the reason we're here. We're here to break the game, which we have managed to do. We're here to find the bugs. We are here to do... We're here to make sure the game works the way they mean it to work. And if it doesn't, our job is to let them know. And to do so in an appropriate way. Like, when we crashed the servers yesterday, all of us were laughing. Like, we're all like, holy shit, look what we did. You know, because I think the majority of people who are playing this game right now have beta and alpha testing experience. Like, I've been alpha and beta testing games for some of my favorite games developers through early access opportunities and things like that, not paid, of course, for a very long time. Like, I was a beta tester for Diablo 3. I was a beta tester for Mists of Pandaria for WoW. I was a beta tester for HOTS. I was a beta tester for... I was an alpha tester for We Happy... Well, I guess it would technically be... No, they never had a beta test. It was all alpha. I did the We Happy Few early access. As soon as I'm done Subnautica, I'm planning on picking up Below Zero and doing the early access there to beta test that. I love playing games in an incomplete state. And I love being able to work with the developer to help them to locate these bugs. Let me show you another bug that we ran into. And this one's a known issue now, because I think 3 or 4 of us have reported it. It's actually kind of funny. As someone who has dabbled in developing an Unreal Engine, like, I'm not a developer. Like, my girlfriend, she's a developer, or she's working toward becoming a developer. I dabble. No, she can look at C++ code and know what's going on. I look at it and go, oh, that's... I think I got a general idea of what this is saying. But as you can see the red box, and that's the general outline. And if you walk in, the collision appears. And actually, earlier today, this wall wasn't here. It was just a slab. So I don't know if this is deliberate, if this is an actual feature, or if it's a bug. If it was Todd Howard that ran this company, I'd say it was both, but it's not. And yes, I'm going to throw shade at that guy. Because Fallout 4. But I do have to say, though, this is really cool. And the premise of this game actually makes this make sense within the game world. Like, not only this could be a complete graphical bug, but it actually makes sense within the game world, because in the game world you're in a digital world. Like, it's called Virtuverse because it's a universe inside a computer. You're full dive in. Your character's an avatar, full dive in, fucking SAO style. And so all of it makes sense within the context of the game world, because you're literally inside a simulation. Like, that's the whole point. It's a digital world inside of a computer. And I don't remember if it's an alien computer or anything like that. I think it's very much like an SAO type universe. And so I think this game has a huge amount of potential. I'm really looking forward to what the devs bring to it. That's all I got to say. I'm going to keep playing, and I hope to see you in game. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe down below. We are on the road to 13 million subscribers, one subscription at a time, so make sure you subscribe. Guys, as always, I really appreciate all of your support. You all have an outstanding day.